What about small Mr. Downtown Ray Melo? You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Monday, March 18th, 2024, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Disney Plus announced Monday that Wish will debut on the streaming service April 3rd. A new TV spot introduced potential new viewers to the film's characters and plot. Asha, voiced by Ariana DeBose, lives in Rosas, where King Magnifico, played by Chris Pine, collects all the people's wishes and decides who gets granted. When Asha wishes on a star, Star joins her on a musical adventure. Star and Asha eventually uncover Magnifico's nefarious plans for the wishes of Rosa. The film makes references to other Disney animated fairy tales. Adam Tudyk, Angelique Cabral, Victor Garber, Harvey Guillen, Natasha Rotwell, Rami Youssef, and Evan Peters also lend their voices. Chris Buck and Von Richthofen direct. Frozen writer Jennifer Lee wrote Wish, with Allison Moore, Julia Michaels, and Benjamin Rice wrote the music. Wish premiered in theaters November 22nd. It was nominated for a Golden Globe and a Critics' Choice Awards for Best Animated Film and a CCA Award for Best Song, The Wish. Netflix is giving a glimpse of the new film Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. The streaming service shared a trailer for the sci-fi epic Monday featuring Sofia Boutella. The Scargiver is a follow-up to Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, released in December 2023. The two-part film is a space opera directed and co-written by Zack Snyder that was inspired by Star Wars and the Seven Samurais. The Scargiver follows Korra, played by Boutella, and the surviving warriors as they prepare to sacrifice everything, fighting along the brave people of Velt to defend a once peaceful village, a newfound homeland for those who have lost their own fight against the Mother World. The official synopsis also reads, on the eve of their battle, the warriors must face the troops of their own past, each revealing why they fight. As the force of the realm bears down on the burgeoning rebellion, unbreakable bonds are forged, heroes emerge, and legends are made. Ed Serkin, Bae Donna, Michelle Hussman, Dino Hunsu, Charlie Hunnam, Jenna Malone, Carrie Ewells, Ray Fisher, and Corey Stoll also star. Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver, premieres April 19th on Netflix. Lisa Ann Walter is open to a Parent Trap reunion. The 60-year-old actress discussed the possibility during Monday's episode of Good Morning America. The Parent Trap was released in 1998. The movie is a remake of the 1961 film of the same name and is directed and co-written by Nancy Meyers. Lindsay Lohan starred in the dual role of Haley and Annie James, twin sisters who were separated at birth following their parents' divorce. After meeting by chance, the sisters plot to reunite their parents. Nick, played by Dennis Quaid, and Liz, played by the late Natasha Richardson. Walter played Haley's nanny, Chessie. On Good Morning America, Walter says people still recognize her from that role to this very day. She says, with a laugh, first of all, I can't get bad service anywhere. I go to any restaurant, the waitress, the young women who work at the clothing store, everyone has grown up with this movie. She also added they feel safe with the character. I love that people respond to it. I'm still lucky. Walter said a reboot is up to Mayers and Disney, but added, if they have a part for me, I will be there. Walter presently plays Melissa Schiavonetti on Abbott Elementary, an award-winning sitcom from Quinta Brunson. She said on Good Morning America that a guest appearance from Lohan on the show is Brunson's decision. On Saturday, Walter told People at the NAACP Image Awards that she would love to be part of a Parent Trap reunion or to have Lohan on Abbott Elementary. Lohan most recently starred in Irish Wish, a romantic comedy that premiered on Friday on Netflix. The actress recreated a scene from The Parent Trap on The Tonight Show last week. Netflix is teasing the new film Scoop. The The streaming service shared a trailer for the movie Monday featuring Gillian Anderson and Rufus Sewell. Scoop is based on the Sam McAllister book Scoops Behind the Scenes of the BBC's Most Shocking Interview, which is set for release in April. The film revisits how journalist Emily Maitlis and TV producer Sam McAllister secured a bombshell 2019 interview for BBC's Newsnight where British royal Prince Andrew discussed his relationship with convicted sex offender, the late Jeffrey Epstein. The trailer shows Maitlis and McAllister, played by Billy Piper, work to secure an interview that ends with Maitlis, played by Anderson, sitting down with Andrew Sewell, the son of Queen Elizabeth II. Scoop depicts the inside track of the women that broke through Buckingham Palace establishment to secure the scoop of the decade that led to the catastrophe fall from grace of the Queen's favorite son. Keely Hawes and Connor Swindells also star. Scoop is written by Peter Moffat and directed by Philip Martin. The film premieres April 5th. Netflix released a teaser trailer in February. Netflix is introducing the new series Our Living World. The streaming service shared a trailer and first look photos for the Nature docuseries Monday. Our Living World is narrated by Oscar-winning actress Cate Blanchett. The show gives a revealing look at the secret network of connections that unite us all and sustain our planet's most magical phenomenon, life itself. From reindeers in the attic to hippos in Africa, Our Living World spans the globe to showcase the extraordinary creatures and ecosystem, great and small, that work together to help restore and sustain our living world. The official description reads, Our Living World hails from Wild Space and Freeborn Media and the team behind Our Great National Parks. Executive producer James Honeyborn told Netflix Tadam that Blanchett has a natural affinity for nature and knows a lot about ecology. He said, We found it very natural for her to speak with the authority on the subject, he said. Our Living World premieres April 17th on Netflix. Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock will return for a second season this month. Apple TV Plus shared a trailer and premiere date, March 29th, for season 2 on Monday. Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock is a reboot of Fraggle Rock, a musical children's show featuring Jim Henson's puppets. Back to the Rock follows the Fraggles, Goble, Red Bobber, Moki, Wemberly, and Uncle traveling mad, along with new Fraggles and Doozers. In Season 2, the Fraggles, the Doozers, and Gores will be forced to confront their past and celebrate their independence as they move through challenges together with hope, silliness, and brand new songs, all while dancing their cares away down at Fraggle Rock. Ariana DeVos, Brett Goldstein, Catherine O'Hara, Daveed Diggs, Adam Lambert, and the K-pop group ASAP will guest appear as special voice stars. Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock is executive produced by the Jim Henson Company, Lisa Henson, Haley Sanford, and John Tartaglia, along with Matt Rustfeld and Alex Cuberson. Harvey Mason Jr. served as an executive producer. Nathalie Emmanuel joined her former Game of Thrones co-star John Bradley and Liam Cunningham at the premiere of their new show. The 35-year-old actress supported Bradley and Cunningham at the Los Angeles screening of their new Netflix series Three Body Problem. Netflix shared a photo Monday on social media of Emmanuel, Bradley, and Cunningham posing together at the event. Emmanuel played Melisandre on Game of Thrones, with Bradley as Samuel Tarly and Cunningham as Davos Seaworth. The show, based on the Song of Ice and Fire book series by George R. R. Martin, had an 8-season run on HBO from 2011 to 2019. Bradley and Cunningham now star together in Three Body Problem, a new show based on the Liu Xiong novel. The series hails from Alexander Wu and Game of Thrones creator David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. Three Body Problem is a sci-fi drama where a young woman's fateful decision in 1960s China reverbs across the space and time to a group of brilliant scientists on the present day. Netflix released the final trailer for the show this month. Three Body Problem premieres Thursday. The BBC offered a first look Monday at Dinosaurs, its 6-part comedy from Two Brothers Pictures, the production company whose credits include Fleabag and The Tourist. Slated to the beginning, the show is set and was filmed in Scotland. A synopsis reads, Dinosaur follows Nina, played by Ashley Story, an autistic woman in her 30s who adores her life, living with her sister and best friend Evie, played by Kat Romley. However, when Eve rushes into the engagement after only 6 weeks and makes Nina her maid of honor, Nina is floored, forced to reconcile with her sister's impulsive decisions. Nina grapples with her with this new challenge means. Photos released on Monday. I'm good with that. Nina grapples with what this new challenge means. Photos released Monday shows Nina with her family and friends and planning her wedding. Ben Platt is headed to Broadway. The 30-year-old singer and actor announced a concert residency at the Palace on Broadway in a post Monday. Platt will perform songs from his forthcoming album Honey Mine and other hits. The 3-week show begins May 28th and runs through June 15th. Tickets go on sale. Platt wrote, referencing to actresses Liza Minnelli and Judy Garland, like my foremothers Liza and Judy before me, it's as far beyond my wildest imagination to announce that I'll be playing a 3-week concert residency at the Palace on Broadway. He also added, I feel perpetually blessed to be part of the theater community and to have the opportunity to perform as myself. And from my own perspective, in this newly reopened, storied Broadway house is one of the greatest honors of my life. I can't wait to introduce my new record, Honey Made, on the beautiful revived stage, along with some songs and surprises. Platt announced his album, Honey Mine, and released the first single, Andrew, last week. Platt said the name Honey Mine is inspired by his love for his husband, singer and actor Noah Glavin. Honey Mine is slated for release May 31st. The album will be Platt's first since Revere, released in August 2021. Umbrella Academy actor Robert Sheehan is set to star in Bruce Robinson's stage play Withnail and I at the Rep Theatre in Birmingham, England. The venue announced Monday. We're excited to announce the talented cast for the much-anticipated stage adaptation of the iconic comedy Withnail and I. Hilarious, tragic, and wild, Withnail and I premieres here at the Rep on Friday the 3rd to Saturday the 25th of May 2023. Sheehan will play the title character of Adonis Sidquit, while Adonis Sidquit will play Marwold, and Malcolm Sinclair will play Uncle Monty. Sean Foley, the theater's artistic director, is helming the page, which is based on Robinson's 1987 film by the same name, starring Richard E. Grant, Paul McGann, and Richard Griffiths. The Color Purple, Colman Domingo, and Usher were among the top winners at the NAACP Image Awards in LA this weekend. Rapper, actress, and television personality Queen Latifah hosted the event, where The Color Purple was declared the best film of 2023, and its cast won the best ensemble in the film. Cast members Domingo, Fantasia Barrina, and Taraji P. Henson earned the individual honors for Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actress in a Film, while Domingo also won the Best Actor in a Film for his performance in Rushton. R&B artist Usher won the statuette for Entertainer of the Year. ABBA Elementary was voted Best Comedy Series, while it starred Quintia Brunson, winning the Best Actress in a role. And William Stanford Davis scored the Best Supporting Actor in the Comedy Series accolade. Mike Epps from the Upshaws won the prize for Best Actor in a Comedy Series, and Ayo Adibri scored the trophy for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for The Bear. Queen Charlotte, Bridgerton's Story, won for Best Drama Series, and its star, India Ria Armatefio, was named Best Actress in a Drama Series. Snowfall co-star Demes Idris and Gail Bean won the Best Actor and a Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. Adrian Holmes from Bel Air won Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series trophy. Manhattan was alive with Irish pride as the 236th New York St. Patrick's Day Parade kicked off Saturday. The iconic celebration of Irish heritage ran along Fifth Avenue and featured traditional stops at St. Patrick's Cathedral. The parade opened with the Fighting 69 Infantry Regime, which has led the procession since 1851. Marching bands played renditions of iconic Irish band U2's I'm Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, as well as the folk song Hills of Dungill and the Dropkick Murphys Shipping Up to Boston. Other appearances in the parade include contingents from every Irish county and the Ladies' Ancient Order of Hibernians, the women's contingent of the oldest and largest Catholic fraternal organization in the world. Visitors from around the U.S. and Ireland travel every year to the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is regarded as the oldest and largest St. Patrick's Day Parade in the world, dating back to 1762. Bridget O'Brien of the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee told WABC-TV, "This parade means, I think, so much to the city, not just Irish Americans, but the entire city, the entire melting pot. It's a welcoming, open community for everyone to come and celebrate with us." Pop music icon Celine Dion shared a rare photo of her with her three sons this week. The 55-year-old Grammy winner captioned Friday's photo. Today, the world recognizes International SPS Awareness Day. As many of you guys know, in the fall of 2022, I was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome. Trying to overcome this autoimmune disorder has been one of the hardest experiences of my life, but I remain determined to one day get back on stage and to live a normal life as possible. I'm deeply grateful for the love and support from my kids, my family, team, and all of you. I want to send my encouragement and support to all those around the world that have been affected by SPS. I want you to know you can do it. We can do it. Dion was married to Renee Agiel from 1994 until his death in 2016. They are the parents of 21-year-old Renee Charles and 13-year-old twins Eddie and Nelson. Prime Video announced in January plans to stream I Am Celine Dion, a new documentary chronicling Dion's career, family life, and the health battles that have sidelined her music career. No premiere date has been set yet. CMT has announced a trio of new music specials ahead of the CMT Music Awards. The network said in a press release Monday that it will broadcast new specials featuring Little Big Town, Nickelback, and Hardy leading up to the award show. CMT Storytellers Little Big Town will air Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The new episode of CMT's Storytellers features intimate performances and storytelling spanning Little Big Town's 25 years together. It includes such hits as Better Man, Boondocks, Rich Man, Girl Crush, and more. CMT's Hot 20 Countdown 2024 CMT Music Award Preview will broadcast Saturday at 9 a.m. Cody Allen, Carissa Cleoner, and Marley Sherwood will host a special episode of the CMT Weekend Countdown that will give a look at this year's CMT's Music Award nominees, including Jelly Roll, Lainey Wilson, Bailey Zimmerman, Jason Aldean, and Chelsea Ballerini. CMT's Crossroads, Nickelback and Hardy will air Saturday at 8 p.m. The new installment of CMT's Crossroads will see Nickelback and Hardy swap stories and collaborate on each other's biggest songs, including Saving Me, Animals, Truck Bed, Give Heaven Some Hell, and a mashup of both rock star singles. The CMT Music Awards will take place Sunday at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas. The show will air at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS and also be available to stream on Paramount+. Alan Kulliner and Sherwood will host the Red Carpet, which begins at 7 p.m. Warren Zedders will kick off the show with the performance of Pretty Little Poison. The BBC will celebrate ABBA in April, 50 years after the Swedish pop group's Eurovision win. The network sent in a press release Monday that will mark the 50th anniversary with the new programming slate for BBC Two, Radio 2, BBC Sounds, and BBC iPlayer. BBC Two and BBC iPlayer will broadcast an evening of ABBA specials, including When ABBA Came to Britain and More ABBA at the BBC. When ABBA Came to Britain is a 60-minute documentary revisiting the magical time Agnetha, Anna Fried, Benny, and Bjorn spent in the UK from 1974 to 1982 and examines their groundbreaking legacy from Eurovision to ABBA Voyage. The special features previously unseen interviews with ABBA, performances, and news footage. BBC Pop Music TV commissioning editor Rachel Davies says, When ABBA Came to Britain is a love letter from this country to the beloved Swedish supergroup, celebrating the special relationship we have as a nation with Benny, Bjorn, Athena, and Anna Fried. We focus on the stories of individuals who are lucky to be caught up in their world. A must-watch for pop fans of all ages. In addition, BBC Radio 2 and BBC Sounds will present Eras, ABBA, a new series of its Eras podcast that will tell the definitive story of ABBA in 4 era-defining chapters. Morgan Wallen's One Thing at a Time is the number 1 album in the U.S. this weekend. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts dated Saturday is Noah Kahan's Stick Season, followed by Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign's Vultures 1 at number 3, SZA's SOS at number 4, and Drake's For All the Dogs at number 5. Running up the top tier are Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version at number 6, Swift's Lovers at number 7, Zach Bryan's self-titled album number 8, Wallen's Dangerous to Double album number 9, and Travis Scott's Utopia at number 10. And finally, the animated adventure Kung Fu Panda 4 is the number 1 movie in North America for a second weekend, earning an additional $30 million in receipts between Friday and Sunday. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced. Coming in number 2 is Dune Part 2 with $29.1 million, followed by Arthur the King in number 3 with $7.5 million, Imaginary in number 4 with $5.6 million, and Cabrini in number 5 with $2.8 million. Running up the top tier are Love Lies Bleeding at number 6 with $2.5 million, Bob Marley One Love at number 7 with $2.3 million, One Life at number 8 with $1.7 million, The American Society of Magical Negroes at number 5 with $1.3 million, and Ordinary Angels at number 10 with $1 million. As your entertainment report for Monday, March 18th, 2024, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.